Weird Al's song Frank's 2000-inch TV is about a 2000-inch TV owned by a guy named Frank. The title of the song explains the entire song pretty well. But there's a lot of claims that Weird Al makes in this song that I don't think are completely accurate. So, I'm going to do a fact check, I guess, of the lyrics of this song. Now, before we even look at the lyrics, just how big is a 2000-inch TV? Well, 2000 inches is about 167 feet. And how tall and wide is that? Well, a normal TV has a ratio of 16 by 9. So we do some quick math with the Pythagorean theorem and get this TV is about 109 times bigger than a 16-inch by 9-inch screen, which means that this TV is about 1743 by 981 inches, or about 145 by 82 feet, which means this TV is, well, let's see, a little less than 6 stories tall, so it's a pretty big screen. But wait, 16 by 9 screens started in the early 90s, and this song came out in the early 90s. So this TV could be 4 by 3, which means that the TV would have been about 133 by 100 feet, or 7 stories tall. Now, before I go any further, I want to point out that I will be complaining about things no one should care about, and will be pretending I don't know what a hyperbole is, so just fair warning. Now, let's really get into these lyrics. First line of the song, rising above the city. Well, actually, that might rise above some cities. It dwarfs the mighty redwoods? Not even close. Let's see. They say that's the biggest screen we ever see. Well, let's be honest, unless people are looking for the biggest screens, that could easily be true, even if there are bigger screens. Though, fun fact, the Guinness World Record for biggest screen, which was built in 2009, so it wouldn't have mattered anyways, isn't even 1 screen, it's 5. How does that count? Now we get to the fun stuff and the whole reason I wanted to do this video. Robert De Niro's mole has got to be 10 feet wide. So, let's see how big Robert De Niro's face would be on the screen if his mole was 10 feet wide. So here's a picture of Robert De Niro, and there's his mole. And if it's 10 feet wide, doing some pixel measurements, his face would look like this. And if it's on a 4 by 3 screen, well, it's even worse. Now, I don't know what Frank's looking at on his TV, but I am scared by it. So, let's get away from that monstrosity and look at the last thing I have to look at in this song. Now I can watch The Simpsons from 30 blocks away. So, if you can watch The Simpsons from 30 blocks away, then the screen has to look big enough from that far away. Now, a block is usually considered to be about 100,000 square feet. So we take the root of that to find the distance and get about 316 feet. Using this simple equation, we can find out how big the 2000-inch screen looks from that far away. I normally sit about 2 to 3 feet away from the screen, so let's go with 30 inches here, and converting the distance of a block to inches 2, and multiplying by 30 for how many blocks, we get the screen looking like a 0.5-inch screen from 2.5 feet away. So, I guess technically you could watch The Simpsons from 30 blocks away, but it wouldn't be a pleasant experience. So, yeah, this song was completely inaccurate on all accounts. I'm gonna have to give this song a big fat F. I expected better from you, huh? I expected better.